over 7,000-mile journey across the United States that I'm taking with my 3 horses. We are going to travel across 30 states in the period of 1 year. Okay guys, we are off, and last night I was able to track down a little bit of help in Moab, so that's where we're going. A little over 20-mile day, and we're about just an hour in, riding down these plains here, and pretty soon it should be turning into some beautiful red rock. Over there's Arches National Park behind them hills. Well, I was hoping maybe there'd be a little water in this, but it's dry. We got one more and we'll be okay because we got water here being brought to us tonight regardless. But yeah, I'm still hoping to get water in these guys at the halfway. Yep, somehow getting even drier. There you can see the rock formations and arches. And right there in that saddle between those 2 mountains, that's where I'm gonna go over to the Manti La Sal's. But before that, we gotta cross through Moab. Stopping to take a little breather. Well, we found some water at the bottom of this riverbed. Thank goodness too, that was a long, hot stretch. The Lord provides. All right, guys, we are about to enter Moab Canyon and ride all the way through Moab and Spanish Valley today. The goal is to camp at Kent's Lake. So that is hopefully what ends up happening. But yeah, we're all loaded up for the day. Gonna ride Bella. Last night, rolling in here, we had the Backuses, Kelsey and Brian Backus, who came and brought some alfalfa and water out to us because there is nothing out here, as you can see. And that is what got us through yesterday and last night. So huge shout out to them. Thanks for their help. But yeah, looking forward to a hot one out here in Moab. So hopefully we are able to stay cool enough, and then tomorrow we're headed up into the La Salle, so it should cool off and we'll have plenty of grass. Oh, there it is. Colorado River. That footbridge right there, that's our way across. Just taking 3 horses across the Colorado River. Good deal. Main Street. Some good old bacon for breakfast. There in the Manti La Sal's, that's where we're headed today. Over here by Ken's Lake, outside of Moab. Not too hard a day, just over 15 miles, a little less now. Other than we got a pretty good incline, not too bad, just a couple thousand feet. There's nothing I love more than riding through the aspens and the fir trees, especially in October. It just feels like home. That smell, oh my gosh, it's amazing. Been a little while since I even had a fire. Haven't been actually too many places I could. But we're up here tonight in the Manti La Sal's. Got some beautiful stars. Nice to be back up in the mountains. It actually feels like October up here. Down in Moab it was so hot. I went from dodging around cactus to dodging around patches of snow and ice in a matter of a couple hours. That's what elevation will do to you. But today should be my last full day in Utah. Tomorrow the plan is to drop down the other side of the LaSalle's here and pass into Colorado. So that's pretty exciting. Gonna be one state down here in a minute. 29 to go. Seems like it took a little longer than expected to get this far, but then you also got to think about how far we've actually come. So doing pretty good. Yep, the goal is to make Narita, Colorado by Saturday, and today is Wednesday. It's nice to have a fire again. I've been listening to this survival book that talks about how our minds associate being around the fire with being at home. Alright, headed through the LaSalle's. We're almost at the junction to drop down over the other side, and that'll be most of our day. And we're gonna try and reach Buckeye Reservoir to camp tonight. So, looking like it's gonna be a beautiful one. Nice and cool up here in the pines. There it is. It's another 15 miles, a little less, 14 miles. It is so icy from all the snow melt. Kind of a sketchy downhill. When we're here on the flat spots and in the shade, there's so much ice. Luckily, Bella's really careful and thoughtful about where she steps. She knows to slow down a little bit as we go over them. So long, Manti LaSalle's. Pretty cool. As soon as we got into these ponderosas, it already felt like Colorado. I lived in Colorado for a time. I was missionary for my church, and yeah, something about the woods here, it's just different character. Yeah, just another mile to go and we're crossing in. All right, guys, this is it. Utah-Colorado state line. Appropriate that we would end with a cattle guard. There it is, folks. Heck yeah. Welcome to Colorado. We're rolling in late, but we made it. Say goodbye to Utah, guys. For a long time. That's pretty cool. One state down, 29 to go. Holy cow. It's getting real now. Okay, it is Thursday, first day in Colorado. Coming up on Buckeye Reservoir. We're still in the Manti LaSalle National Forest. Going down to the Paradox Valley, out of the Manti LaSalle's. We're back there at the horizons, the Uncompahgre. Decided not to go over. Get to go through here instead. Alright, we're going through the Paradox Valley. Just riding down the highway right now. My gosh, we're just riding down this highway, you know, quiet like we've been for a while. And there's a culvert, a little pipe going underneath as we go in front of this one property, and then I just hear these dogs barking, but there was like this weird echo about it, and Eddy got all nervous about it and tried to trot off and run a little bit, and the other two kept it together. But then these two massive hairy dogs shot out of that culvert pipe and onto the road and started to follow us, and they didn't chase us or nothing, but yeah, it scared me more than it honestly got to the horses. It was pretty wild. Well guys, something I have not done on this trip yet is stayed in an actual campground, mostly because campgrounds typically have people and not the space and amenities or resources for 3 horses. This one's empty. The Dolores River is right through those bushes and we got some decent grass here. So I got a little shade structure tonight. It's kind of funny what seems like a luxury once you've been on this for a little while. But yeah, we're in this beautiful Bedrock Canyon. This was our first full day in Colorado. Some desert bighorn sheep there. Pretty cool. Saw a whole herd of desert bighorn sheep. Looks like they crawled down into the rocks up there on the hill, so I couldn't get a closer look. So today we're in Bedrock, Colorado, and we have a big old long highway day to get to Narita. It's gonna be probably 22, 23 miles, but yeah, should be pretty straightforward as far as the navigation goes, at least. Well, driving this highway is hot and boring as it can be. I was coming with loads of blessings. In the morning, I rode past these folks out of Bedrock, and this lady had a whole bunch of fresh apples off of her tree to give me. I had a guy now just stop and give me a sandwich and soda, and that was pretty cool. So, lots of wonderful people stopping by to say hi. All right, guys, today's Sunday. I'm in Narita. Just got done with church. Met some wonderful people, and a brother named Mike invited us up to his place in Nucla. So we're headed up the road to stay with him for a night or so. Get these guys a break, and yeah, we need it after a week like that. So just a few miles up the road and we're done. All right, guys, we are here staying at Mike Zunich's place. And we got the horses in a corral over here, just having their off day before we get going for the week. We'll be off first thing tomorrow. But yeah, it was a really cool week. First few days here in Colorado, and taking the opportunity to go to the store here in town and resupply on food. But yeah, there's the horses crowding themselves and getting a little hay. But yeah, shout out to the Zuniches for giving me a place to stay with these guys and helping me get organized and ready for the coming week.